What's up, guys? Welcome to your 181st Android tutorial for the new Boston. What we're going to do is basically polish up this cube class, because again we worked with 2D previously. Now we have to change everything to 3D, which isn't going to be difficult. And we're also going to talk about why we winded our faces clockwise and what purpose that has. So cover a few things in this tutorial. It's going to be pretty quick and pretty simple. All we're going to do is just kind of double check everything. So we're putting all of our vertices, even though we have more vertices, so that's good. And we're also taking all of our floats from our list times 4 as well, so it's not going to be 24 anymore. If you guys put 24 right here the last time, you want to change it so it updates and it locates all that all those bytes of data that we're going to be using. And it's the same for our indice or index list here. So again, we're just timesing that by 2 bytes for short, and we're putting all those values within our buffer. And now all we have to do is we have to double check everything down here. Yeah, everything looks pretty good except for this vertex pointer, because again we were working with 2D before, so we just want to change that to 3 dimensions. We just want to change that to 3 dimensions, and again we aren't skipping anything, so our stride is going to be 0. Still working with floats in the same buffer. And then also, yeah, we're working with triangles, so that's good. And we're also inputting the length of our indices, so that's good as well. And everything else looks pretty good. So it looks like our cube is updated, and we'll be able to draw this cube in 3D. But let's just quickly talk about why we winded those surfaces clockwise. Because again, all the inside faces of that cube are never going to be seen, unless if our camera is inside the cube, obviously. But why would we even try and render the inside surface of each triangle when we aren't even going to look at it? So that's what we're going to use Culling for. And basically we're going to say, hey, don't even worry about the back side of the face, because we established which side is the front side by the clockwise. That's why we were so tedious in setting up our triangles. So now what we can do is we can set up Culling. So we're going to say gl.gl enable, gl.gl and we're just going to refer to the gl10 class.gl _col face. That's just going to allow us to be able to kind of remove the back of the face and not worry about that. So how we do that now that we've enabled it is we're just going to say gl.gl col face, and we have to refer to which face we want to ignore for the most part, so we're just going to say gl10.gl back. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go down to the bottom and just disable that as well. So gl.gl disable, and again the gl10 class.gl col face. So there we go. That's what Culling does, is we can remove or not worry about one face if it's never going to be seen. And that's the basic setup there. We just had to enable it and then tell it what face we wanted to ignore and then disable it. So let's render it, check that out, see what's going on, make sure our square looks good, or our cube. Why do I keep saying that? Oh man, just editing that last video, I'm like, I need to go back to like 3rd grade geometry, because I kept calling cubes squares and triangles cubes and all that stuff. Alright, it looks like something's messed up. I must have messed up on one of our triangles, but as you can see, for the most part we're getting some sort of a cube. And as you can see here, this is what we're going to do in the next tutorial, is learn about rotation, and it's going to be pretty simple, pretty easy, but I'll see you guys then, and have a